Yeah, yeah. I can't forget, not in love anymore. Oh no.
That was a great trumpet.
That was really good.
You're welcome. Jazz trumpet?
It was muted. Could have been a flugelhorn. Muted trumpet or flugelhorn.
Something was in his mouth.
I got
nice horn. I like your horns.
I got you.
That's great.
Because on your show, I love to do.
What?
Horn
Mess
in.
with the volume.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, horn in.
I'm just really quick swallowing this fake meat before we get started.
Hey!
It's delicious.
Not the first time you've said that.
No, that's true. I love that people could just hear us talking while they come in. Stick around. We've got 1 minute until we go live right here at Biscuits and Gravy. Bomb Squad Biscuits, Machine Gun Gravy with our special guests, Mad Matt and Flamethrower Ken. And yes, I know, Chad, Mad Max is a sci-fi thriller, you jackass.
What in the ever-loving Christ are you even talking about?
He's learning how to jump ahead to arguments that haven't begun yet.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And here we go.
It's time for Biscuits and Gravy, talk movies and other stuff. Starring Chad Fishburne as Biscuits and Anthony Russo as Gravy. Look at that mustache. We brought our friends along. Matt Schroyer is our beer expert. And last but not least, the man, the myth, the legend, our fashionista, Kenneth Paul Smith. Ladies and gents, enjoy the show. And if you don't, you can suck it.
Oh, God, I love that. All right, gentlemen, welcome, people tuning in all around a couple blocks of their house, I'm sure. So this is the action movie edition of Biscuits and Gravy. And I'm wearing a tank top because it feels like the right thing to do. Why not? I'm going to go ahead and stop reminding people that the show starts in 2 minutes. There we go. So I wore my tank top for the day. Chad's wearing a shirt that appears to have been purchased sometime in the 1990s when he was watching Saved by the Bell.
That's when all the great action flicks came out, son.
Fantastic.
And a matter of fact, my number one comes from the 90s, so booyakasha.
So I'm going to remind everybody before the show starts, this topic was picked out by the man himself, Chad Fishburne. He made it very specific, as you can see on our branding page. I wanted to make sure everybody knows so they don't have any issues. On the bottom right, it says no sci-fi, no adventure, no superheroes, just raw action.
It's specificity. Specificity counts.
Right. Okay. So with that said, also throughout the episode, we are going to be giving away $5 Venmos courtesy of hashtag Be The Change. Hashtag Be The Change is a company I started, a socially responsible company 4 years ago that is all about taking action in the causes around you. I've got a really great story to share a little bit later today with a friend of mine. Neil did a great thing that is hopefully going to create some contagious positivity. So with that said, my name is Anthony Michael Russo. That's my handle. Right before one of your hosts, I also on this show go by Gravy. Gravy is the name that has been coined on this one, I believe, as though I'm Machine Gun Gravy. So I'm one of your main hosts. And then, of course, our other one, all the way from the City of Angels.
What's up, y'all? They call me Biscuits. Yeah. I'm from the dirty South, but I be representing Hollywood these days. I'm going to stop talking like that because somebody's going to kill me.
Wait,
yeah,
speaking of representing wood, let's just go right to Ken Paul. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's redo that sip of water.
You absolutely can. I think these people might know us by now, but I am a comedian, host, and MC. Super happy to be here. And we're going to talk about some action movies today. As Anthony mentioned, we're trying to kind of hone in on not superhero films. It's just straight up action like we love from the 80s. You're shaking your head. What?
Nothing. You're just Captain.
It's going to be great. It just took us a long time to get here.
Chad, is it going to be great?
It's going to be great.
So good.
It's amazing.
Hey, y'all. Ken Paul here. Kenny P coming from deep inside a lair in Chicago. If we turn it this way, it's a Batman lair. Now it's back to normal. So anyhow, welcome to Action Day. Should I do a quick rundown of the wardrobe?
You know what? No. Let's go straight into wardrobe, Ken. What are you wearing?
Boom. So again, combination of theme and the movie of the day and how to keep morale up and how to dress when you're in quarantine. So most of the time in these action films, we're looking at a detective, an off-duty cop, just at the worst time. It'll be a day off, maybe wearing a wool shirt, white T-shirt representing the conservative nature of the cop. You're also going to be casual in jeans. You're going to have boots on, but a rubber bottom, coming better for running and putting on the brakes when slipping off the shingles of a house. And quite often, you'll have something like a dad's watch will get stolen and create more drama later. And the T-shirt eventually becomes ripped and bloody, and the gray shirt will mysteriously disappear in the film.
You look like a poor man's Gary Busey.
The only time your shirt becomes red and bloody is after a grinder date, I feel like. And we've got our resident beer expert, Matthew Troyer.
Hi, I don't know how to follow that. I'll just say, let's talk movies. Action ones. Bam, 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 bam. Boom.
Remember, no sci-fi, no adventure, just raw action. Okay.
Yeah.
So
No karate either. We're doing karate on a different day.
Mm-hmm. Judo chop. All right, here's how it's going to start. Oh, God, Mom already had a quick comment. Mama Russo threw it in there. Really? He said deep inside.
Yep. He's in his underground lair. What? No? Is that not? Were we not doing that today?
When that movie came out, Chad, did you ever say that, like, as a pickup line to a girl, like, do you want to see my underground lair?
Let's see. What that would take me back quite a ways. No, I don't know. I wasn't feeling that confident at the time. I had to, as I got older, I got goofier. So now you guys are welcome for the level of goofiness that I've reached. But no, it was all about being cool back in the day, and I wasn't really doing that great of a job of that either. So, you know.
Still not. With that said, speaking of not cool, but cool all at the same time, is Troyer frozen, or is he about
I'm just amazed.
Okay. All right. So here's the deal. So I wanted to get into the spirit and duplicate Ken and have something fun and themed. So I actually went with this shirt that it shows muscles that I don't really have, but it's got a lot going on. So this is an action shirt. Hate it or love it. It's totally up to you. Don't really care. But it's Trump's face on Putin's body riding a bald eagle. Nothing says action with no true adventure more than that right there. So
looking good, Ryan Seacups.
That's amazing.
Ryan Seacups is good. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We got plenty of people on. If you're watching in a watch party right now, start making your way over to the work from home. That was that funny.
I got Troyer with it.
Yeah. And make your way over to the Work From Home Network TV page, because that is where we are going to see where your comments are, so we can give away a bunch of free stuff. So
put Stacy's comment up. I love it.
Oh, Stacy had a comment. What?
Let me see it.
What the actual fun?
Yeah, the shirt is a lot. Yeah, it's like spaghetti with like chicken tortilla. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away our first $5 of the day. This is how this works, $5 Venmo. Chad, I'm going to go ahead and do the first of the day, if that's okay with you. You've got a couple.
Yeah.
We're going to do 4 today, so we're giving out $20. The last question's pretty hard, so I might make the last one $10. We'll see. So action movie trivia, bringing us to question number 1. First person to put in the chat box is the winner. First person, ready, and speed question. What speed mustn't the bus... Oh, I spelled that interesting. Mustn't the bus fall below in the 1994 action thriller Speed? What was the speed that the bus could not go under? It's an interesting wording that I did there. What was the speed? First person to put it in the chat box, comment box. Did you guys know what it is? Don't say it, obviously. Gentlemen?
I think, but I'm not sure.
What do you think?
It was the speed at which Keanu and his lovely lady fell in love.
David Heckman said 55. Is that right?
It is close, but no Keanu.
That's a
58.
song.
It's got to be
60.
spot on.
We got a 58 to 60. 55, another one?
No.
It's
50?
not speed, and it's not Back to the Future speed. That's a different speed.
Kai on fire today. First person to get one correct. 50 miles an hour. Yeah. Kai, you won the other day, so I do have your Venmo. So congratulations. You won $5 courtesy of #BeTheChange. Well done. Heckman.
Nice.
Looks like Hegman wanted to put 50, but he was unfortunately going 48 miles an hour, just a hair too slow. Or, well, blown up there. So, all right, here we're going to get the party started. We are going to go 3 more questions later on in the show. Chad, you got the next one. You get to pick out your quote. And then for now, let's talk about what movies we've been watching. Ken, what have you been watching so far right now? Not your top few. What movies?
No, I went backwards into Bond. I went back and picked up and then did Thunderball the other day. I've also been biting off an episode or 2 still of Downton Abbey. I'm almost to the movie time, and that was it. Yeah, I like to go backwards and catch up on stuff that we didn't talk about.
Murder?
No. Blue Bloods is as far back as I go on anything that I'll admit.
Got it. Well, Ken,
She wrote.
we're gonna murder she wrote. We're gonna throw up.
She wrote.
We are gonna throw up Ken's action movie picks, which are all pretty exciting. We can all help him out with these. Ken, I'm gonna agree with you. This is a fantastic list.
Wow, you are keeping it up. You are not disappointing with those lists. I love it. All right,
Wow.
Speed 2. Double team with one of Chad's favorite actors, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Dennis Rodman. And then Bangkok Dangerous, just for the title. That's why he actually eventually watched that name. And then speaking of Bangkok, might as well go ballistic. All right.
Fun fact about Double Team. I know that this is a fake list, but Double Team, my dad said that movie was so bad, he went to see it in person, walked out of the damn theater.
Wow.
Yeah. Double Impact, however, is a solid flick.
All right, Kenny, I'm going to throw your list up there. Tell us what your top action movies are.
Okay, I went with 4. I had a ton again. Apologize to those of you who think it's a terrible movie, because it is, and it's brilliantly terrible. Face Off was my number 4. The only thing better than John and Nick overacting with senseless violence is overacting and playing and making fun of each other. They got to act as each other. It just doesn't ever fail to surprise. It's ridiculous times 10. Gotta watch it. Guilty pleasure. Number 3, nothing terrible about it. It's a fantastic movie. The original John Wick. They're all great. The original John Wick will surprise you. If you are not a fan of Keanu, this will shock you. He is spectacular in this film. It takes the smallest little horrible activity and it just explodes. Fantastic. I'm going to go old school for number 2, because you got to credit to where it kind of began, on the mean streets of French Connection, where we saw the star power of young Gene Hackman. He destroys the camera in this movie. Even if you don't like to watch older films, get French Connection. You will find out where Gene's talent, how far back it goes. And number 1, guilty pleasure. We've had it on, so we've talked about it before. It is hard to put anything above Die Hard for number 1. It's just something you can't turn off. You come back to. And if you can get a villain with the quality of an Alan Rickman, a Jeremy Irons, a Gary Oldman, you've got a film that can go over the top, and Die Hard satisfies every minute of the film.
Well done, Ken. That's pretty good. So one
Can
more
we
time.
do just an all Oldman episode? I want to do like all Gary Oldman films. I feel like that we could fill up a whole show with that.
We sure could.
I like it.
Gary Oldman's good category. All right, so that was Kenny's picks. I will tell you that it's been on my list since quarantine and chill started here to watch John Wick movies, and I have yet to see any of them, and it will be done at one point. But we've got some time, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little John Wick to my list. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Cool. Well, any comments on his picks?
I like him. Big fan.
I enjoy Face. Here's why I love the Face-Off pick, because I mean, clearly we're in a category where nobody's winning any Oscars, or at least, for acting and really being dramatic about it and whatnot. The Face-Off, Travolta in this is kind of like Anthony as a host, serviceable at best.
True story. Yeah.
So the fact that he does the whole face wipe thing with his family makes me want to choke, like take both hands like this and just keep choking. It's ridiculous.
But Phil did have a comment. He just likes playing Bangkok.
Who has a 1980s answering machine happening right now?
That's what
What
I'm
the hell
wondering.
is that?
We got it. This is my
we
wife's
in a
job
tiny
managing the building. That's right. This is how it works.
I don't know. I don't know if you're watching our first episode, but Chad actually got a real life telephone call on his landline. Curtis has a question, and unfortunately, I've muted Chad. Oh wait, why is Chad? Apparently, Phil's a little behind. Who has an answering machine? Yes, that gentleman up there, Chad Fishburne, does.
Chad for the win.
That's right.
Mine's even gone.
Sure do.
Yeah, even Ken.
That's fine.
But also, Ken, you would also need people to call. But regardless,
This is what you have to put up with if you would like to have free rent. You're welcome, America.
Not bad.
with that said, Ken, you never said anything about your show name on this one, Flamethrower Ken.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. I like the flamethrower. I won't share what I shared with you earlier, but yeah, flamethrower has a really, really meaningful touch to it this week.
Oh, yeah,
Phil
yeah.
Wilcox. Phil
Yeah.
Wilcox, I don't think that there's anything wrong with my voice at all. I don't understand what you're even saying.
Troyer, what have you been watching?
I've been watching this, baby. Westworld. Shit got
Nice.
real last night. If you watch Westworld, season 3, episode, I don't know, 5 or 6. But I do want to give another shout out for this one. If you have not watched this TV show, do it. Fleabag, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She is dynamite. It's such a good show. So that's what we've been watching lately.
Fantastic. All right, Troyer, do you want to? Let's do your movies, and then we'll do beer of the day. So I'm going to go ahead and bring your movies up. Are you
All
ready?
right, here we go.
You ready for your movies? All right.
Troyer's top 3 action movies. Let's see them. Boom.
Top 3.
Top 3. Yes, Usual Suspects, which I don't know if really counts as an action movie, but I saw it on some lists, and it's one of my favorites, so I put it up there. Beverly Hills Cop. It didn't fit the asterisk. It probably is an action comedy, but it's still an action movie, and it's one of the best. And I'm from Detroit. Well, I'm from Michigan, but lived in Detroit for 7 years. So BHC holds a special place in my heart. Eddie Murphy's genius in this. And his lieutenant, actually, just like the guy who was in the Army and then went in to play Full Metal Jacket, that lieutenant was actually a police lieutenant and became an actor. And then got to agree with Kenny. I mean, it was my number 1 80s movie, so it's got to be my number 1 action flick that happened to be made in the 80s, and that is Die Hard. All the subsequent Die Hards, unfortunately, sucked.
Oh, okay, so I will disagree with you there. Die Hard with the Vengeance, actually. Die Hard with the Vengeance with Samuel L. Jackson, I thought was great.
All right, I don't know.
Agree.
Fine.
I don't like
I
agreeing
like
with Anthony, but it's true.
I liked it. Haven't rewatched it though, and I've rewatched Die Hard how many hundreds of times?
All of them.
Yeah, I would say give that one another chance. And I've watched it in my adulthood, not just when I was a teenager and had crappy tastes in movies like when I was a big fan of Rocky IV. But it's actually a pretty good movie, and Samuel L. Jackson kills that one. Yes, Chad, go ahead. Speak.
No, Rocky
Matrix
IV,
sci-fi,
right there, boom.
Phil, it doesn't
Oh,
count.
I was also going to say Die Hard 2. Die Hard 2, that was the one where they were in the snow, right? And that John Amos was in that one, wasn't that was
No,
Die Hard 2?
Die Hard 2 was the airport, right? They crashed the planes in the airport, or
I
was
think
that
we're
Die
talking
Hard
about the same
7?
one.
Yeah,
I think
same
that's
one.
two. We're talking about the
That was
same
2.
one.
It's two.
Yeah.
That was a solid one. I enjoyed 2, and then Vengeance was also solid.
Yeah.
Chad, you have a fan. Curtis wants everybody to know that you are the real Tiger King.
Speaking of that, have you guys heard about how they're shredding Joel McHale on this? I haven't seen the episode because it's like one big Zoom call or some shit.
Yeah, it is. It was. Kelly and I watched it. It was worth watching. It also makes him out to seem like the worst human being on the planet. But what are they saying about McHale?
That he was more concerned with having clever little quips than actually interviewing these people, and that he came off as a huge douchebag.
They've clearly never actually seen any of his shows because that's his whole friggin'
Met him? That's what he does. Yeah.
He's gone more that direction. I remember when he actually used to tell jokes. Now he's just kind of a mean girl, but he looks like a tight end who used to play football, which is because he used to play football. Yeah, he used to play football.
Yeah, he's skinny now. He actually looks like he could have been on some of the Tiger King meth on that show.
Looks like he's still doing some push-ups here and there.
Yeah.
Unlike you, who look like Tom Arnold.
With the mustache?
With the mustache, too. Yeah.
No, just a doughy body. Just a general doughy body. He could be a body double for Will Ferrell.
Phil Wilcox, favorite action film is American Pimp.
Nope.
Nope. I don't know if that is.
I disagree.
I believe as though that's sci-fi. That doesn't count. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Gentlemen, we're going to do one more. We're going to do one more trivia question. Troyer, then you're going to get beer of the day. So here's the deal, guys. If you're watching on any of the other streams, I need you to parlay yourself over to the Work From Home Network page. First comment in the bottom is going to be the winner. Chad, you're going to take this one away. So again, $5 Venmos to the winner of this trivia question. Are you doing a quote? You're doing a quote. Okay, go ahead.
Doing a quote, and I'm going to say it twice for dramatic effect.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Right. Ready and action.
Put the bunny back in the box. I said, put the bunny back in the box.
It was well done. It was well done.
You have beautiful eyes, by the way.
Should I throw, I'm going to go and throw up the picture. That should give a huge help. First person to put it in the comments is the winner. Put the bunny back in the box.
Type faster. This was a good movie. I guess it fits all the asterisks too.
It's number 5 on my list.
Curtis is close.
Passion of the Christ.
Good,
Curtis. But with that, Curtis did get it right with Con Air.
Ding dong.
Silence of the Lambs. So that what's interesting about that is I might go ahead and add a 5th movie possibly, since Curtis won that one. Curtis is part of our main team. Heckman, you're a little bit too far behind. It's debatable. If I can get a 5th question out there today, then we'll do it. If not, Heckman, you're the winner of that one. So Heckman, currently you're a maybe. You're a maybe on that.
But can we appreciate the Passion of the Christ, like Bunny, Jesus, Easter? Like, that's genius, Curtis. Well played.
Yeah, Curtis's humor there has not gone without vision. Yes. Another good Phil Wilcox throwing a great thought in there with Finding Nemo.
That's what it is. It's so
all right. Joel must be off the wagon. All right.
Maybe I'll give it to Curtis. I don't know. All right, so here's the deal. We've got 2 movies down, 2 trivia questions down. We've got 2 more to go. I'm going to go ahead and just make the last one worth more because it's a really hard question. And I'm going to give a hint. It is a die-hard question, but that'll be our 4th one. So with that said, Mr. Biscuits. Actually, no, what am I talking about? Troyer, beer of the day.
Oh, beer of the day.
Cheese-a-loo, guys. Cheese-a-loo.
Now, this is a big one in the Pacific Northwest. If you've ever been to Oregon or Washington, you're going to run across this again. Freem, that was also our beer of the day on Monday, but that was a Pilsner. This is a good old-fashioned IPA. This is the one that put them on the map. Hood River, Oregon. It's pronounced Freem. The P is silent. It's like when you go to the bathroom in the woods. And India Pale Ale, ABV coming in on this one, just under 7%. Enjoy.
Yum, yum, and then some.
It is
delicious.
Yum, yum, and then some.
That is a beer of the day. I believe Curtis said something during our Power Hour live show where there is a beer named that is getting a special name after Fauci. Curtis, go ahead and put that in the chat box, whatever the name of it was, because it was a pretty clever name. It was a pale ale of some kind, which I find really funny. But there's a Fauci beer coming out.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
maybe it's called Dumbass Standing Next to You Pale Ale.
Okay.
Well,
Fauci Springs. Oh, Don't Stand So Close to Me is the name of the German-style lager coming out.
Well, I actually
that's good.
And it's not nice that you talk about Miss Bricks that way. But I did have one to follow that up because apparently I said Bill Gates might be getting his own as well, called Forced Vaccination Porter. So, anyways, no, nothing. Cricket. Fantastic. Curtis, go ahead and put it in there so I can say what it is. I'm going to go ahead and take the beer of the day off. And then, Chad, the floor is yours. This was your category. Please tell us your top action films.
All right, then. Here we go. Number 5. We just did the quote. Con Air. It's just old school and delicious. I mean, you've got John Cusack in there. You've got John Malkovich as the bad guy. He does a freaking fantastic job of being the bad guy in this flick. It's just a great cast all the way around. So I dug that one. Lots of awesome action. Car crashes, plane crashes, you name it. Plenty of even some karate involved for me because I love my martial arts. But solid flick.
Then it doesn't count. No karate films. No.
It's technically not a martial arts film. There was martial arts in it. So that's how I got to that decision.
I want to judo.
There's gonna trust me, martial arts day. You know what? While we're at it, you guys tell us whether or not you're into martial arts enough to even have a martial arts episode. If I'm the only one who digs it, we're just not going to do it. It's that simple. But because we're here for you guys, we want to entertain. Number 4, Point Break. Oh yeah, you got to do it, baby. It's crazy if you've got Mr. Swayze.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Keanu is in the house. Shout out to one of our hosts, who is the poor man's Gary Busey. Yes, I'm talking about you, Ken Paul. He does a fantastic job at a supporting role in that. So I love you. Hi, buddy. You got better teeth than he does. Yeah, sure. You absolutely do. Better teeth. Okay. That one, the watchability factor, as Anthony knows, much to his chagrin, I have my watchability is up there. Anytime that's on, I want to see it because it's just the dynamic between the cast is off the charts. Die Hard, talked about it already. Number 3 on my list. I can't believe nobody has First freaking Blood. First Blood, the first Rambo film, wasn't even called Rambo yet.
Military conflict. I kind of didn't know where to put it.
Well, because there's not a war. There's no war. Yes, Anthony.
So, to me, I had the debate with Kelly whether or not Rambo or First Blood falls into the category of action without adventure. The fact that he is following around and going to different places, it's very similar to an Indiana Jones, but with a war feel to it. So I actually personally, based on your restrictions, disqualified it.
So you put it in adventure films. That's fine. So that means I can't use it again. So
it's like a Billy Jack. That's a great action film too, but it's almost a lone wolf story. It's hard. They're hard to do.
So I'm not going to put it in the adventure category, and you can. Isn't that magnificent? Look at that. It's called a workaround.
I have to stop you real quick because there's 2 really weird things. Well, one thing that needs a correction. Phil Wilcox. So Matrix is fantastic, but it is considered sci-fi, so it is not included here.
Asterisk.
And then there's an asterisk. And then for the weirdest taste in men award of the day, aside from Kelly, we've got Kai, who Steve Buscemi in Con Air.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely.
He was good, but he was creepy.
That's a solid shout out right there, Kai. Yes, that cast is all the way around fantastic.
But the heart eyes. He's a serial killer that just so happens to have a soft side that
he was a pedophile.
Point out some glaring daddy issues.
No, I think she's saying that she appreciated his acting job of being creepy, which he did a fantastic job.
Dreamy Eyes. He wrote Dreamy Eyes. I think so.
I don't know. I can't comment intelligently on that, but I will continue with my list now.
Yep.
So First Blood, absolutely fantastic. Anthony put it in a different category. That's okay, because some of these are going to overlap. We've already talked about action comedies with Maddie T. Number 1 on the list from the 90s, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger in the house, True Lies. Dig it, much and some. Everything that you could want out of an action film. One-liners. Jamie Lee Curtis is in the house. Tia Carrera is come on. The whole cast. And actually, Tom Arnold, I was ribbing Anthony earlier about, being a bit doughy, but Tom Arnold did do a fantastic job as being the buddy in that film. So
that's how good the movie is. Tom Arnold's great in it. That's how good the film is.
No, right. That's exactly true. Because usually, maybe his other best role was in Austin Powers when he was, in the bathroom as the Texan. And that's where we got the line, "Who does number 2 work for?" So, it's fine.
Is there any good lines that you remember from True Lies at all?
One of them might be a trivia question.
Oh, that right there is called the segue. It is time for our next trivia question. No, I can't do that now. No, we just we gave too much away on that then. So can we change it up, Chad? I'm looking at the quote that you have. It's going to be tough now. So we're going to have you do it, and you actually have to. You're going to be naming the character. Naming the name of the character. Do you think?
As far as you mean either or, because there's 2 actors in the scene, so you can pick one.
Name of either or. So let's go ahead and go right into that, ladies and gents. It's time for our next. I know Mom's going to be upset. None of those are in there. Oh no, there's one. Anyways, all right. So here's the deal. Go over to the Work From Home Network page, and it'll be your chance to answer. Chad is going to be doing a line from True Lies, just so you know, because we kind of just gave that away. So now you actually have to name. The characters in the scene. So, ready, Chad? Are you ready for this? $5 Venmo, be the change. Put the answer in the comment box. Chad, take it away.
Have you ever killed anyone? Yeah, but they were all bad.
One more time with the picture up.
Have you ever killed anyone? Yeah, but they were all bad.
Nice.
Right. Well done, Chad.
Now, what do they have to do? They have to type in the characters' biographies and their age? What's happening?
Well, this show is all about asterisks, so we made it a little harder. So I want them to say one of the characters' names, either not the actors' names, not Arnold or Jamie Lee Curtis, but what their character
name.
They might have crapped on the real answer by going backwards. So
correct. Yeah, that was a mistake. So
your mom actually thinks that Arnold played a character named Jason.
No, she's upset that none of us have named a movie with Jason Statham. That is her.
That's gonna be martial arts. Settle down, Phyllis.
Right. It's her second favorite celebrity, right behind that gentleman.
We're all pros.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. So the name of go on your IMDb. First person to Google it. Get it right. Either who Jamie Lee Curtis played, or Arnold. Crank. Yeah, Mom.
Cheat.
Ironically, also what Ken has been doing a lot at home. Okay. Nobody's getting it. It's gonna be hard. We're gonna see.
Mom, it's a different episode.
Crank could be included. All right. So first person to name who the characters were. First person to name who the characters were in True Lies.
Everybody's on IMDb right now.
Somebody's got to get on IMDb.
Somebody's got to have Google.
Somebody's got to have Google.
Google it. I'm trying to remember some of my favorite moments. Harry Tasker is one.
Oh, that's Arnold's character.
That's Arnold's character. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Jamie Lee Curtis isn't playing Harry Tasker.
There it is. No. Phil Wilcox. Really.
Harry and Harlan? Her name's Harlan? Is that what's going on?
I think it's Harlot. Good try, Heck, but you're a little bit behind. Oh, Helen.
Okay, so I think my number one moment in the flick was because it was comedic as well. It was hot and comedic when Jamie Lee Curtis was pretending to be a prostitute and she was doing that dance number on the bedpost and just completely fell off the damn thing. That's
why she's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Comedies and sexy at the same time so well. She's brilliant with timing. Brilliant.
Sexy and funny. Loved it.
She's the only actress I ever found sexy that had that short of a haircut too, which is impressive.
So, Halle Berry for the short hair?
Nope.
Yep, not feeling it? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Maybe.
All right.
I don't know. By the way, to clarify earlier, I don't even remember where Kai just wanted us to know that she loved his performance. So
yes, which is exactly what I said.
Well, she needs to work on the hard eyes because that was deceptive. I thought that she was getting some special dreams to a serial killer that looked like Okay, so we have one more trivia question coming up. That one's going to be for 10, an F and $10. That'll be coming up. Coming up next. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, there's a special person that has jumped on the screen. If he's still watching, Roderick. If anybody wants to know, that, ladies and gents, was my babysitter growing up. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, it just okay. Well, that explains.
So we can blame Roderick and Phyllis. Good job.
Yeah. All right.
Good job, Roderick.
Mr. Blackman, pleasure seeing you on here. All right, so I guess I'm gonna go through my Chad.
I just had a quick question about the last trivia question.
Yeah.
Are you going to give him the answer in advance?
No, not in the last one.
Okay.
No.
It makes it harder. And since Phil thought I was so tuned into our audience, I want to put a shout out there. Don't forget how hot the short haircut works for Sandy Duncan and Dorothy Hamill.
Sandy Duncan's in the house. Sandy Duncan is in the house. That was amazing.
Sweet heavens to Betsy. And that's why you're the fashionista for the show. Murder, She Wrote.
Never wore her hair that short. Never.
Oh, man. Well said. Okay, let me see. I'm going to pull my movies up real quick. There's any duplicates? Nope. I went straight to all new movies that you guys have not in yours. I do want to give it a shout out to Point Break. Was going to be, it was in my top. I also have some ones that I did not include in here. Bad Boys or Bad Boys 2 wanted to, but too much of a cop thing, so I'm saving that.
We're going to do a cop buddy category.
Yeah, so I'm saving that one.
Take them in. Cop
Same
buddy.
with one that technically they weren't cops anymore, so it was also very close. Tango and Cash was also in terms of the most gloriously horrible, great movies ever made. And then what else?
Sunrise. The list goes on.
Yep. And then one other shout out to Training Day, kind of cop-ish, kind of not. I didn't know where to put it, so I'm saving it. So here's
shout out to the cars in the Bad Boys franchise, the first two, 911 Turbo 3.6, and I believe a 550 Maranello. So,
do you see this gentleman on the screen right now? Can somebody please give him his own TV show on cars? Somebody. The man is a car genius. He can talk all day about them. He will talk about cars until he no longer has a wife. That's how much.
Somebody has to buy tidy whities at Kmart. Definitely wears his underwear from Kmart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shorts on the highway.
Here's my list. So I went Desperado as number one, part of that whole kind of quasi franchise of movies with Antonio Banderas. Banderas, also in 90. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's mid 90s. So mid 90s action. The Equalizer, funny enough, with Denzel Washington, only a few years old, about 5 years old, came out as a number one on a few lists of best action. And if you want to see an intense modern action movie, that one's got it. And it is one of the few films that still like kept me on the edge of my seats. It's a modern movie. What else we got? Backdraft. I was reminded, thankfully, from Kelly. Kelly actually helped me with these lists because I was like, there's a lot of asterisks here, and I don't know exactly where to actually find these movies. And then it turns out she just kept whipping them off. I'm like, that one. Backdraft was one of them. Fast and the Furious. This is a whole franchise minus Tokyo Drift, even though Tokyo Drift was very important for the rest of the series. But the Fast and the Furious crossboard. Yes, Chad.
It was very difficult for me to not include John Wick franchise, Jason Bourne franchise, and the Mission Impossible franchise. And some of those and even True Lies, that could be a whole different spy category. Even though we did Bond, I realize we specified with Bond already, but there's so many other really good spy movies that all of those flicks could be included in.
If we get one more asterisk, I'm going to chop my finger off. I'm just going to.
Okay, good talk. All right, well, just proceed.
Start with the pinky. It's a sign of respect for the organization, but you can no longer hold a katana properly.
Anyways, so we've got the Fast and the Furious, and if Mom forgot this, that's for you. There is Jason Statham in some of the Fast and the Furious movies, and I went number one with. We clarified earlier, it is a Sean Connery flick. Not just a Nicolas Cage flick. What was that, Chad?
Yes. Thank you for including me, Anthony. That's fantastic.
Well done. Anywho, so I went with The Rock. Also late mid-90s, late 90s. So that also falls in that 90s category. I don't think the boys fully agree with me on that one, but I remember that was my favorite movie when I saw it at the time. And even to this day, when it comes on TV, I will not ever turn it off. I will wait till the end of the movie. And so those are my 5, gents.
I just noticed something.
I approve.
Each one of us, I believe, sans one person, has a Nicolas Cage flick on their list, which kind of is impressive.
Which it defies the fact that you need to be a polished actor to be a great action star, because
he's done good things in the past.
Reasons, I think. Yeah,
Chad, you are right. He has done good things in the past. Problem is, he also has done 742 movies because he will take any job that crosses his path. Every squirrel is bound to find a nut once in a while.
Wait, Anthony, you're the only one who didn't have Die Hard on your list, though. How do you come to terms with not having that on your top 5 action movies? I'm curious.
How does that not punch a hole in your not so straight card? Is what I'm wondering.
Ooh.
Oh, I got to take a shot once in a while.
No. That was good. And
the gloves are off.
Yeah. No. He's right. And honestly, I don't love as a Die Hard with a Vengeance is actually probably still my favorite Die Hard because it falls into our conversation on war movies, which is it's so unrealistic. And I get it. Like Tango and Cash is also brutal, but Die Hard also, first off, could be a cop movie. Second off, I didn't love the first one because it's so dated in technology. I don't think it's withstood the time. That's why it's visible on Christmas, where you can pretty much put anything up there in a weird way.
Did you know that you have something in common with Keanu?
Something stuck in my teeth? What?
No, you have something in common with Keanu. He plays a wick, and your penis is a wick.
That's fantastic, and I love that you were looking down at your paper on the joke. I caught you. I saw that.
That's right. Yeah. I wrote some.
Hey, you forget that.
That was well played. Both of you, good job on the dig.
Look at Matt's face. Matt's face is the best.
So Matt, we're gonna go ahead and talk about it on the show before we get to the final question. Actually, it's 4:40. I'm gonna go ahead and really quick give the recap of our Be the Change moment of the day, and then we're gonna talk about what we might be doing next episode and giving away our final $10. This is the big one. $10. Boom. $10.
$10. Is that Canadian with the line through it?
No.
We spent a lot on graphics for this show.
Like $1 then.
Lots.
story.
Yeah.
An exclamation point.
Postcard. Hey, you guys got a postcard?
Here's our Be the Change moment.
Pat.
Yeah, we know there's an awkward pause in there. Anywho, let me tell you what's going on. I had a good buddy of mine by the name of Neil. No, not 20. Correct. Yep, 10. Neil Varadia from Los Angeles, California. Had a great story. Big thing about Be the Change is it's not just about big people that have a lot of money and corporations helping the little man. It's the power that we have to actually help each other. So Neil, shout out to you. From Culver City, what you did, you shared a story on your Facebook where you gave $20 to a homeless person on the side of the street. You talked about that you typically never wouldn't do that, but you felt moved to do it. It started a little bit of a trend. He pulled 20 from the wallet. The mother had 2 small daughters with them. The daughters were tearing up. He said he felt like he hadn't done enough, so he gave them some of the Jordan almonds that he had in his car, which he specified are very expensive, and he was looking forward to them, but he just felt the need to do something different. Did that. It was at a red light. What ended up happening is car after car after car after car started giving money to them. Everybody started crying. Neil couldn't really wipe his tears because he was wearing gloves, which I've already told him you can't wear gloves in the car once you're in there. You have to take them off, but totally different story. It ended up causing a mini traffic jam that everybody was very happy to be a part of. So that's just proving to you that at this time and place in this world that we have the ability to do better. We have the ability to do great to the people around us, despite whatever is going on in politics. If we help each other, we can be the change we wish to see in the world.
I wish your shirt would be the change. You're dressed like an unsuccessful loan shark.
But don't change it now. It's good for the end of the show.
No.
Okay.
No. Oh, no. Here you go.
What was the ringer where he's like, should I wear it up? Should I wear it down? Middle?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Should we just do the tie? Should we just do the tie and bring it up to right here and just put it in a little knot ski?
Nazi.
That's good. You sounded like KP on a Friday night in a basement. Okay, so
I'm not Polish.
oh my God. All right. So what we're thinking of doing for the next episode, we want your feedback. I love this idea. The boys had this idea of doing bracket style, like Final Four. I always call round robin, but it's bracket style. So if we all name maybe it'll have to either be a top 8 between all of us, top 16 or top 32, where during the show, you guys get to participate in where things go to see who becomes winner. That was actually the original. Yeah, just like that, Nemo against Cinderella, which brings us to the fact that animated movies are going to be for Friday. I love that segue. That's Matt. That's why we pay you the big bucks. So with that said, if you like the idea of doing brackets to anybody watching right now, please put in the comments. We probably already decided we're going to do it. I think Troyer can figure it out. Troyer's winner on that one is goldfish.
I'll just draw
fishy fish.
Did anyone ever comment that they wanted to see a martial arts episode?
Do you want
I
the
didn't
real
see
answer?
They probably said sorry.
David Heckman said he wants to see a car-themed episode, so that's
I love it. Yeah.
vote for that.
Gotta be car chase, car, whatever. Yep.
Nicolas Cage
Thumbs up
once again
from Kai.
bringing the heat with Gone in 60 Seconds. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't seen martial arts yet. We might have to do another vote.
We probably won't do that.
Well,
Maybe we don't have to do it right now.
Away.
We're going to be quarantined for a year. We'll need more of these.
I heard we are opening next week. I've got
Come
one.
on. Oh, no, we're not going to do that today. We're not going to talk about that. Ooh,
I like it here. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Vegas, yeah, that's a good idea, Kelly. A Vegas movie.
theme. So
Yeah.
we do have one thumbs up for brackets. I'll go ahead and see what the comments are after the show as well to see if we're going to do that. But for this point, it is time. Kai just said, do them all. Which is also, in fact, a lot of how Ken used to look at his swiping on the dating apps back in the day.
Whoa.
Dirty.
Audit.
That's actually a joke. He literally would take, when he was on the dating apps, Chad can attest to this, that he could sometimes take 20 minutes deciding on a person based on their profile and literally analyzing it as much as Chad analyzes a car in a movie.
And Anthony would have already be done with his relationship within 20 minutes.
Hey, I just thought of that's funny. I have Aaron Small says martial arts. I got you, Chad. Can we do this, Chad? Since I think most of us don't know enough about martial arts movies, can you on Friday bring to the episode a martial arts film you think novices like us should watch?
Absolutely.
And then we'll watch it.
I'll bring it right now. I'm going to give it to you now and on Friday.
I will write it down. What is it?
This one is so entertaining.
Who froze him?
Did you mute him? He just muted you. Do it again,
totally
Chad.
Yeah. He actually thinks he's Tony Reality, and this is around the horn. So not so much.
Go ahead, Chad. I won't do it.
Seriously, super entertaining flick. It's called Kung Fu Hustle. Kung Fu Hustle. It's not Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in its effects, but it does have some special effects. But Kung Fu Hustle is super entertaining. The characters in it are amazing. The artistry in it is fantastic. Check it out. If you don't dig it, then Anthony will give you money from Be the Change.
Whoa, Chad, Phil typed that up before you even said it. Kung Fu Hustle.
Kung Fu Hustle
in the Bronx.
I
Rumble
think
in the Bronx.
Your lips.
There's more modern stuff than you'd think, because a lot of things are martial arts that you don't think are. You've got Kill Bill, which Matt, you pointed out, Kill Bill is really a martial arts show.
That's fun.
Rumble in the Bronx, Kai, that's genius. Because we could go on for a little ways, but I'll just talk about the Rumble in the Bronx and be done. Jackie Chan, one of the best out there, not only because he's an amazing martial artist, but he's also funny. So even if you're not like the biggest martial arts movie fan, that's what Jackie brings to it. He's basically Bruce Lee plus, Will Ferrell. And that's probably a bad example, but that's what he brings to it. He does his own stunts. So Jackie Chan, one of the best of all time, in my opinion. But those two films right there, you can't go wrong with either one of those.
Fun fact, Chad is a black belt, if people don't know that out there.
A little bit of rust on it right now, but it's true.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to do our final trivia question of the day. For everybody still sticking around, this one is a lie. That $5, it's 10. This one is a difficult question, so be ready to possibly look it up. If you know it, throw it up there as fast as possible. It is a die-hard question. And no, I did not give away the answer.
Name the movie.
I see you, Aaron Smalls. All those picks are dope. Aaron Smalls, those are dope.
Who's ready? All right, here comes the final question for $10. $10. What is the first name of John McClane's wife in the Die Hard films?
Nice.
Susan
B. Anthony. Is that right?
Susan McClane.
First
Sheila.
Shirley.
Ken, what do you? Oh, Ken's getting ready to hit the button. Now I get what you guys are doing.
Shiitake McClane.
Shiitake?
Areola McClane.
That's too far.
All right, I'm waiting for the first one to put it up there. So again, the next episode, maybe starting on Monday, we'll be doing a round robin. Holy cow, Kai was ready. He was on the ball. Would you look at that? It is Holly. Kai, you're not going to need to go back to the career you had before, because you are making some straight money on this. $15.
Biznank.
Which is about the amount of money you would make in a long bathroom break in the career that you had. So.
Oh, I forgot we weren't working.
Right.
Damn it.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So, Kai, I'm going off the rails on this one. You're getting 5 and 10 because that was a hard question. Phil Wilcox, it is not Demi more. It is $15 to Kai. Congratulations. Well played. Well done. You are the big winner of the day. Again, that's all courtesy of Be the Change.
Is that Bonnie Bedelia?
Any other news?
Yeah.
It is, Kenny. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go drop that. What's that? Go ahead, Chad.
Drop it like it's hot. Aaron commented, Enter the Dragon. Yes, one of the best of all time. We're going back to martial arts really quickly. Ip Man, those are sensational. The Last Dragon is actually, that one you could watch as well and not be a huge martial arts fan. That one with Time-Ock, that dude has not aged one single bit. It's been 30 plus years since that movie. He looks the same, and I am pissed about it because I do not look the same.
I'm going to take another acting risk and say Cruise's samurai film is pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's not on my list. Good talk.
I have some cheesy ones that would be like, I love Bloodsport and stuff like that. So
Absolutely. Van Damme's in the house.
Waiting for it.
Bloodsport, Kickboxer, Double Impact, where he played the twins, one of which was named Chad. You're welcome.
Hong Kong Phooey, good show.
Nope, you got to go now. Muted.
Okay, anything else? But let's see. Troyer, what are you planning on watching before Friday?
I'm going to watch these two movies right here. Boom!
No, like Troyer, you will be entertained. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, dude.
That's not Friday, though. With Friday's Cartoon Toonie, right?
Cartoon. Yeah.
Cartoon.
Yes. For anybody watching still, unfortunately, I apologize to you for still being on here. We've gone off the rails. We are going to be doing animated films on Friday. Troy, you're not able to join us, so we won't be doing the thing. Are you with us?
I will know by tomorrow morning, but don't count on me.
Okay, so
we'll do you remote. We'll do you from the parking lot.
My lovely wife can come back because she is a huge animation fan.
Okay, so if Troyer cannot make it, because that's fine, then we'll your wife will be a co-host. Technically, we would rather have her taken your spot, but different story. And then second, we will have, if we have Troyer, your wife can still be on because she's delightful.
You made that joke last time, by the way.
I know, and it's still
new material.
I put 3 years of work into the transitional lenses, and it's still funny on occasion.
I don't think
if Troyer is here, we will be doing. If Troyer is here, we will be doing a bracket style if we can get that to work. A little bit more excitement, and then we get to talk a little bit more smack. Ken, what are you laughing at down there? What do you got?
They're clear. No, they're not. The glasses, they work forever. It's never not funny. I'm going to have to watch some animateds that have been made in the last 15 years if I want to catch up, because I've got favorite animated films. I got some work to do this couple days.
Yes, and be clear, anime doesn't count, especially into the weird like hentai films. Does not count.
So anime?
Pay to view, 20-second pay to views or not? All right.
That's going to be part of the show, by the way. Is it pronounced anime or anime? That'll be on the next show. And
it's from Japan, and they pronounce it anime. Ta-da!
Please feel free to comment in the box. Anybody.
The film value of this is low.
I don't need the Americanized version of it. That's what they call it in Japan.
No.
Okay. Chad, what are you watching between now and Friday?
That's a good question. I'm probably going to watch some martial arts movies, and I need to watch those animated films because and we have some of them on DVD. Yes, we still have DVDs. And then, so probably a combo of martial arts and animated films.
Sounds good. I watched Toy Story already, the 4th, and then I've seen them all. I got to start going back, see if there's anything to watch. Kelly is unfortunately leaving on Friday, so we have to see if there's
Bush.
Yeah. So, boo. So I'll probably be crankier next week. Just a warning.
Yeah.
So with that said, I don't know what I'm going to watch. I just know that I did already watch the Tiger King episode. I'm going to probably be able to wrap up my Ray Donovan, which is getting even weirder throughout the season. What else are we watching? What do we got? Her headphones are too good. Cool. Anyways, that's it. That's what I got. Yes, Chad.
Are we definitely doing sci-fi next week? Because I'm getting pumped about it.
It's not your choice anymore. It's we got Troyer on. Troyer did wait, didn't you choose the animated films, Troyer? And you're not going to be on the show for animated. Okay,
we can move it to next week.
No, we'll do animated Friday, and then you get another pick next week. So then it'll be Kate on Monday. If you really want to do, we'll do the kung fu films next week. Or no, you want to do sci-fi? A whole week of sci-fi?
It's Ken Paul's pick. That's I'm good with whatever, baby.
Yeah, we'll decide. We'll chat behind closed doors. I don't know if we can make sci-fi a whole week. I say we just go
Have a
one.
nice chat. Have a chat about it.
Oh my God. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our episode. Yes, go ahead, Ken. Show everybody what you're playing.
I bought all these fish this week. I earned all this money and bought all these fish on my game.
What?
Very excited.
Oh God! Oh,
How much money did you pay for those fish?
I'm not paying money. I'm earning it by playing the game without the added bonuses. It's the hard way.
He ironically said the exact same thing in the red light district in Amsterdam one time. Ladies and gentlemen, that was an episode of Biscuits and Gravy Talk Action Movies. Thank you for joining us.
I had such a good time. Biscuits and gravy. Oh yeah, girl. What? Are we back? Hey.
Oh.